And yes, you guys guessed it. I'm telling you this right now. Breaking news, straight out of Boost Mobile, unlimited talking text. Tell them I sent you. There's no promo code for these guys or anything like that. But I will say, I'm fighting May 6th against Henry Cejudo. I'm looking forward to the challenge. Again, I think Henry's a very tough dude, very accomplished in the wrestling world. I think also in the MMA world. He's had his ups and downs the same way I have, and he's shown the ability to bounce back. And I think that's what makes us very, very similar, that wrestling grit, that wrestling mentality, and how to keep improving, how to keep growing, and how to keep learning. And with that being said, always being a seeker of knowledge. I think he's a little strange outside of that. You can look past that. You can see that he's a tough competitor, and he's in there to win every single time he makes the walk. And I'm going to be doing the absolute same thing. And I can't wait for this matchup because I think it's two guys that won't back down. And I think the wrestling might cancel each other out. Might. We will see. If I'm able to actually ragdoll him, we're going to figure out in the first 5 minutes. And then from there, we'll figure out if we want to waste a ton of energy grappling, or do we want to put these to the test and show the world what high-level grapplers can actually do when it comes to striking. I know you guys were impressed with Usman versus Colby Covington. That was a striker's delight, and I would not be surprised if this fight is exactly the same way. So I'm looking forward to this matchup. Henry, I cannot wait for the challenge to fight you, and I know and I hope you can't wait to fight me as well. The crowd deserves a big fight. This is a big fight for the bantamweight division, the best division in the entire UFC and across the world, in my personal opinion. Anyone ranked in the top 15 could be a potential UFC champion. And outside of that, there's killers that aren't ranked right now, you know? So I'm happy that I'm sitting on top of the throne. I know you're happy that you've been once on top of this throne. And let's go out there and show the world some magic and make some good things happen and make this one for the history book. So I'm looking forward to the challenge. I don't give a shit about the cringe and all that. I'm taking you very, very seriously, and I cannot wait to put my shin across your head and show you that you're good, but you're just not on my level. I know you can say whatever you want to say, my wrestling, and talk about my striking and all this. I mean, if you analyze all my fights the right way, you'll see that that's a very, very big mistake to overlook me in that sight. But maybe you're just playing mind games. But ain't no mind games here. I know what you're good at. I know you're good in the grappling, clinch work, and things like that. I think my range is going to be a problem. I think you're tough. I think you're durable. You show that in the Marlon Moraes fights. But I just think I have more ways to win, and I think that's going to be the difference in this fight. So I'm looking forward to the matchup, and I can't wait to show the world that Aljamain Sterling is still the best damn bantamweight on this planet. So make sure you guys tune in for that. It's going to be a huge fight, and this is what legacy is made of. You know, I go out there, I beat a guy like that. I think it removes any possible doubt in the world, even though I think it's stupid to doubt. I've got the most top 5 wins out of any bantamweight in this entire division that is currently active. I have the most top 5 wins. So for anyone to try to discredit me and say whatever they want to say, guess what? The joke's on you, because at the end of the day, the history books will tell my story. And at the end of the day, I will forever be known as a UFC champion. Call the DQ and acting whatever you want. Okay, cool. Acted. And guess what? I came back, redeemed myself, and guess where I'm at now? So it's not my fault TJ tore his arm. I fought with a torn labrum myself. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. And that's the way the fight game goes. I can only deal with what they put in front of me. And I was getting ready for the toughest TJ Dillashaw out there, looking to become a 3-time champion. He might have overlooked my striking ability and my grappling ability. And guess what? Sometimes the fight doesn't go your way. I've been knocked out by Marlon Moraes. I came back dusting myself off. I didn't make excuses. I said I dived into his knee. I made a miscalculation. Marlon Moraes capitalized on it. And that's what the fight game is made about. Take your wins and your losses, learn from it, get better, and come back stronger as best as you can. So I'm looking forward to the challenge. And again, this is a fight for legacy. The most top 5 wins in bantamweight history for this guy. Going to be taking on a guy who cut the line in Henry Cejudo to get a title shot. And rightfully so. I'm not saying he didn't deserve it, but he cut the line. He didn't get to go through the gauntlet of 135ers like I did. And I think that's going to be the difference. I think I'm more battle tested. I'm going to be the bigger man in there. I think I got the grappling advantage. If he takes me down, what's he going to do? I'm going to slice him up and butcher him with elbows from the bottom to the point where he wants to just get up. And I'm going to force him to want to stand. And when he stands, I'm going to be looking to put knees and elbows in front of his face the entire fight. And I guarantee you we'll see who's going to break first. And I think the reason why Henry doesn't want to grapple is because he is afraid of getting tired from the constant grappling with the bigger guy. And I guarantee you I'm going to prove that. So again, this may be a strike of delight, but there's going to be some wrestling in there. So make no mistake about it. I'm not going to stay away from my bread and butter. I'm going in there to win at all costs. And if Henry's wrestling is as good as he says it is, he'll be able to keep the fight standing and turn it into a striking match as much as he would like to see that happen. So if that's what you think your best chances are of winning, prove it. Make it happen, and we'll see who gets their hand raised on the night. I look forward to seeing you on May 6th. Make sure you guys tune in because the Funk Master is here to stay. Ooh, that just got me fired up. Oh, man. All right. So next up,